The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. Thus, it is like the Tao. This podcast sponsor is Liquid IV Festival. Use promo code Daily Taoist at checkout for 20% off. Liquid IV believes that equitable access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. Liquid IV partners with leading organizations for innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. To date, Liquid IV has donated over 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. The Hydration Multiplier is a great tasting, non-GMO electrolyte drink mix powered by Cellular Transport Technology to deliver hydration to the body faster and more efficiently than water alone. One stick contains 3 times the amount of electrolytes of traditional sports drinks with 5 essential vitamins. The energy multiplier is designed to enhance the rapid absorption of water and other key ingredients into the body. Translation: more fuel for life's adventures. Liquid IV Sleep is a great tasting, non GMO nighttime drink mix utilizing the same science of cellular transport technology found in their groundbreaking Hydration Multiplier product, this time designed to enhance rapid absorption for their sleep blend into the body. It's festival season around the corner, and planning for a faster, efficient hydration is essential. Let Liquid IV cover you while you prep before, power through to the headliner, and recover after the weekend. What do I love most about Liquid IV? There's the convenient packaging, how it makes me feel on a daily basis. My 2 favorite flavors are pina colada and tropical punch, and not to mention their sleep blend, which helps me get a good night's rest. 1 stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you for 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. There are 12 delicious, refreshing flavors to keep your hydration routine exciting. They contain 5 essential vitamins: B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. And with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, they are made with premium ingredients, non GMO, free from gluten, dairy, and soy. Not to mention, Liquid IV believes that equitable access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. They partner with leading organizations for innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code DailyDaoist at checkout. Again, that's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code DailyDaoist at liquidiv.com. Namaste from Will Nemo. Cheers. Welcome back to the Daily Taoist with Will Nemo. Today I will be talking about the 28th verse of the Tao Te Ching, living virtuously. Know the strength of a man, but keep a woman's care. Be a valley under heaven. If you do, the constant virtue will not fade away. One will become like a child again. Know the white, keep to the black, and be the pattern of the world.
Be the pattern of the world is to move constantly in the path of virtue, without erring a single step, and to return again to the infinite. One who understands splendor while holding to humility acts in accord with eternal power. To be the fountain of the world is to live the abundant life of virtue. When the unformed is formed into objects, its original qualities are lost. If you preserve your original qualities, you can govern anything. Truly, the best governor governs least. Living virtuously. In this verse, the word virtue is synonymous with nature or the Tao. By being one with nature, the sage is in concert with the Tao and is a virtuous person in daily life. Here, Lao-Tzu speaks about your personal path and also the Tao-oriented way of governing others. These others could be your family members, fellow employees, business associates, friends, and even the entire process of government if you're in a political position. In fact, much of the Tao Te Ching is focused on teaching all of us how to create an administration that is in accord with these highest principles of the Tao. It is my most fervent intention to spread these teachings throughout the world in such a way as to facilitate a transformation of all those who call themselves leaders and are destined for or presently in positions of power. Every person has the inherent capacity to spark massive changes that can lead to the tranquility, harmony, and peace that are our heritage. Lao Tzu calls this preserving our original qualities. Such qualities require the least amount of government, so it seems natural to see that we rule best by allowing our Tao nature, which rules the least, to flourish. Living virtuously is what you do when you're permitting the Tao to guide you. The advice Lao Tzu gives for doing this is contained in four distinct images in this verse. Be a valley under heaven is number one. Let the river of life flow through you. As a valley beneath heaven, you're a fertile place of grace where everything is received and allowed. You might see it as the lowest area in the spectrum of the 10,000 things, or as the point where you can see all things flowing above you. In this place of humility, the constant virtue of the Tao will never fade away. For me, this means living from radical humility. So get down, if you can, to the eye level of a small child. Looking up, see if original qualities are more visible. Be like the valley under heaven, ready to embrace and tend the seeds that blow your way. Be the pattern of the world is the second image that invites you to live virtuously. See nature unspoiled by culture, as in the perfection of the uncarved block of wood. The pattern of the world, untouched by humans, is a design of the Tao. So rather than insisting on changing or resisting, you are encouraged to row your boat and your life gently down the stream. Trust the perfection of the Tao to take you merrily back to your perfect place of origination. Lao Tzu is basically saying to let go and let the Tao. Dismiss ego, which which you have created, and allow yourself to be in the world by changing how you look at the world. Act in accordance with eternal power is the third image for living virtuously. Just contemplate for a moment the idea of a fountain of the world which never fades, never ends, and there is beyond the comings and goings of the 10,000 things. This kind of power is the one to create and then retreat, to form and then render formless. It is always there, an endless geyser gushing forth the abundant life of virtue. You are in accord with eternal power when you suspend your ego and become conscious of the Tao flowing in this fountain of you. Picture yourself pouring forth not from your ideas of self importance and your need for external power over others, but from a ceaseless source of good and virtue that's in harmony from your infinite nature. Change the image of yourself to a being who's in accord with eternal power, and the virtuous life you want to see will be visible. Preserve your original qualities is the fourth image of living virtuously, and one I happen to love. Your original qualities are those that were you before you what there was a you. This is what Jesus meant by, and now, Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began. John 17:5. Imagine, if you can, what is meant by before the world began. The original qualities Lao-Tzu speaks of are the love, the kindness, and the beauty that define your essence before you were formed into a particle and then a human being. In other words, living virtuously has nothing to do with obeying laws, being a good citizen, or fulfilling some eternally inspired idea of who you are meant to become. This insightful verse of the Tao Te Ching tells you to live virtuously. Be a valley under heaven by being humble and allowing seemingly opposites to flow through you. Be the pattern of the world by seeing the pattern of your world and living in harmony without imposing ego on others. In accordance with eternal power, be a fountain of the planet by consciously pouring forth from the endless ocean of goodness and virtue that is your birthright. Preserve your original qualities by reclaiming and reacquainting yourself with the Tao's essence, which preceded your birth into form and is your original quality. Here is what Lao Tzu offers from his 2,500-year-old perspective in this 28th verse of the Tao Te Ching. Entertain the exact opposite of what you've been conditioned to believe. Instead of striving to see yourself as superior to others, perhaps choose the self-image of a valley. From this grounded, fertile, perceptive position, be willing to hear and receive. Listen intently when you're inclined to offer advice. Be a humble earth source rather than a lofty ego-inspired person. In this last line of the 28th verse, Lao Tzu is clear on this. Truly, the best governor governs least. This isn't advice to lower your opinion of yourself, but rather to see yourself as so strongly connected to your source of being that you know and trust that you're a piece of it. Kahil Gibran, the spiritual Lebanese poet once advised that if you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you leave your work and sit at the gate of the temple and take alms of those who work with joy. Actively begin the process of preserving your original qualities by being an instrument of spirit, particularly in places where you find it easy to forget your own true virtuous self. Do the Tao now. Be childlike at least once a day. Deliberately select a typically stressful situation and become a valley of heaven. Play rather than work, even while you're at your job. Giggle rather than maintaining a solemn air. Be in awe for a moment or two. For example, find a spider web and just gaze at the miracle before you. For example, find a spider web and admire the tiny little creature spinning a perfect net bigger than it is in order to catch airborne bugs for dinner. Wow. Play greater than work. Enough said. Thank you for listening, guys, on this journey of 81 verses on the Tao Te Ching. As you may have realized, I haven't been putting out as much content as I normally do. I've been going through some life changes, which has put a bit of a wrinkle on my posting schedule. I'm trying to catch up on some other things, life and career and work related. As you know, this is a labor of love for me. If you would like to help support the channel, please become a Patreon Doomer Bloomer subscriber at whatever level you feel is appropriate. 69, 690, and 6900 are the different levels. I also have direct mentoring and coaching available. If you would like to work directly with me, please reach out, DM me. The best place to reach me is on my Twitter or my LinkedIn profile. I'm not the most active on Facebook or Instagram, and I do have a TikTok, but I'm, again, not most active there. Best to reach out to my Twitters at the Daily Taoist, Doomer Bloomers, and Yukon Gold. Again, thank you for your listenership. If you do find value from these ramblings, please follow, like, subscribe, and please share the content as widely and as far as you humanly can using the hashtag #AllTruthsOnly. Namaste from Will Nemo. Cheers.